She has published in more than 100 countries with more than 40 million books sold worldwide. It's no mystery that she is one of the world's premier storytellers.
She writes a lot of mysteries, though, and we promise you'll love the latest Will Trent thriller, the 12th book in the critically acclaimed crime-solving series. Please welcome the author of This Is Why We Lied, Karin Slaughter.
Karin! Woo. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So this latest book is a locked room mystery. I can only imagine this is difficult, or was it not difficult? I'm curious what the writing process was like for you.
Well, you know, Agatha Christie made it look really easy, but it is hard because you got a set number of people who are the suspects. So you have to figure out how to make them look suspicious and figure out why they're lying, because sometimes people just lie because they lie, or sometimes they lie because they're a murderer. And I really worked on making sure that every single character you meet is a suspect in some way, and it gives you a great way to figure out the puzzle.
And in this book, Will and his wife Sarah, they're on a honeymoon. How does their ever-evolving relationship keep the storyline going?
Well, you know, when people love each other, it's hard to find moments of tension to write a story about. There's a reason why you don't have characters who are really happy in a lot of books. That's usually the ending. And honestly, writing them, they're on their honeymoon, they're ecstatic, and the really hard thing was maintaining that happiness. So I thought, God, I really got to murder someone quickly to let people know this is actually not going to be a love story, it's going to be a murder story. But it was really fun figuring out, you know, how are they going to solve this crime, and how is the relationship going to get better along the way.
So fascinating to see how you kind of put this all together. Will Trent is loved. People are obsessed with this story. Did you ever think when you wrote the first book this was going to turn into all this, the show, all of the things?
No, never. You know, it's something I do in my pajamas at home by myself with my cat. So just seeing, like, going on set, and Ramon Rodriguez is amazing as Will Trent. He's actually directing the first episode for this season, and he's doing a tremendous job, you know, being in front of the camera and behind the camera and figuring all that out. I mean, I couldn't be more pleased. I'm so happy with what they're doing.
And you've been in the game for quite some time. What's the biggest challenge for you when it comes to producing a page turner?
You know, I try to start every book with a new idea and a new way of telling the story. And I'm still interested in writing. I love it. It's my passion. And I think that goes a long way toward making me more excited every book I write.
Do you ever get writer's block?
A little bit, but you know, you can't be precious about it because you've got to show up and put your butt in the chair. So I just go for a walk, or I take a shower, or I do something different, and then I get back into it.
You can't be precious about it. I like
Right, yeah.
You said you write your books in your pajamas. I'm always so curious how people do this.
Well, yeah, you got to pick the right pajamas first. But I just, you know, I just sit there and I let the stories tell themselves, and I think about them quite a bit as I'm in my car or doing other things. And I love storytelling. I love creating these characters. I love that I have these readers who are so loyal, and I always think about them. You know, when I'm tired, or I think, well, this is too hard, or I don't know how to figure this out, I think about the readers that I'm going to get and the readers along the way, and that I owe them a good story, and so that really compels me to sit down and do it.
Well, you've been giving them lots of good stories. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Karin.
Good to see you.
And you can pick up a copy of This Is Why We Lied wherever books are sold, or scan that QR code right there at the bottom of your screen to purchase a copy.